Hey guys, today I'd like to talk about what volume should you be recording at. In other words, when you're recording an instrument or whatever you're recording, how loud should you record it? Okay, so let's take a look at what we got here. So we're going to play this one track and we're going to play a piano track, and let's take a listen. Okay, so that's our recording track, and we're going to pretend this right here is our preamp. And this knob here is going to be our output. So this would be like, say we plugged a mic into this, or if you have an interface or whatever you're using. This is our input level and this is our output level. So right now we're at 0, and our level's coming into this one here that's called piano, and we're at 0 here as well. So let's take a look and see what level this gives us. So it looks like it's about -6, and you can see here on the meter it's getting close to 5. So between 10 and 5, it's about this, 6.6. Now if I turn this up a little bit, we'll go to the next notch here, and we're pretending we're turning up our preamp. In other words, we're turning up our microphone or our line input on a guitar or a keyboard or whatever you have. Let's see what happens now. So it didn't really change very much, right? So we're at 6.2 now. So we're talking half dB roughly. Now let's go up to the next knob and let's see what happens. We're going to zero this back out. This is our peak meter, so this will tell us our peak, and we can watch it here as well. Now if you notice, I'm in this range here and it's green. And if I turn it up, it's going to get more yellow and more red. We don't want red. Red's bad. Red is going to basically chop off the audio, and I'll show you that in a minute. But we're not getting a lot louder, right? But if we watch our gain structure, we look over here at our master fader, as we've been adding volume here, we've been turning up our output here. And this here is now red, which is not a good thing. So let's look now. So I'll go back through this again and watch this one this time. So I'll do this one just live and let it go. So you can see, even though this one's not peaking, our master fader is. So it's important to pay attention to your whole signal path, meaning your input level, which is my piano here, and it's going out to my master fader. So now you can see I'm getting red here, and it's telling me I've peaked over 1.6 dB. So that's not a good thing. So let's add the bass and see what happens. Now you can see already adding the bass guitar and the piano together multiplies that, and now we're peaking at +3. Now if we add a vocal in there, now let's see what happens there. What we can see here is our meters peaking. Most of the time we're in the yellow, which is kind of scary because you're going to be close to the red, right? So the yellow to me is the area I look for, that I just want to get to that, because there's always going to be something that's going to pop out, something that's super loud or something like that, that you want to have enough headroom for, meaning enough room extra just in case something does get loud, you don't hit the red. So I like to go more towards the green area and barely touching the yellow area. So I'm going to go back here to the beginning, and we're going to listen at 0. So this is putting everything at 0, but multiplying by having a voice and a bass and a piano. And if you had more instruments, each one's going to add to that. And then we got to watch out for the master fader here that we're not peaking, that we're not going into the red, overloading. Well, so let's see what happens if we go to a normal unity level, which is 0. Meaning all of these items add to the sum here. So the more you have, the louder it's going to get, and this is going to get closer to red. So we have to not only pay attention to what we're recording coming in, but what's coming out. So anyways, that's one way to control your levels when you're recording, to make sure you're not in red and that you're distorting or chopping off your audio. And I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so we're going to record this bass here and show you what it looks like if you do stay in the red. Now you might like the sound of that, but the end result of the audio, which we'll show you right here, is not good. So if we zoom into the audio here and we look at just this bass track that we just recorded, and if you look at the waveform, you can see right here what happened. So a sine waves like this, it goes rounded, right? Rounded. You can see these are square. It's cut off the rest of the sound. It's no longer there. And same thing here. You can see all these bottom ones, they're cut off. See how they're flat? That's why it's not good. You've lost the rest of the sound. It's no longer there, like these are curved here. So we basically chopped it off. So anyways, I hope you got something from this video. Good recording habits can help cleaner recordings. If you got something from this video, please like and subscribe. Leave comments if you got them, and we'll see you in the next one.